Good morning, everyone. Our today's topic in industrial management is the concept of industrial management. So, to understand the concept of industrial management, we need to understand both words like industrial and management separately. So, the industrial management word is consist of two words. First is industrial and second is management. So first we will talk about industries or industrial. So industrial is consist of industry, about the industry. So what is an industry? Industry is basically a group of manufacturer or businesses that produce a particular kind of goods or services. So in general, business activity or commercial enterprise that can be isolated from others comes under a industry, just like IT industry, textile industry. So these are the industries. And if we talk about the types of industry, we can find there are, on the basis of levels, there are five types of industry. So what are these types? First type is known as primary or first industry. So primary or first industry are those that extract or produce raw material for other industries. So just like agriculture, forestry, fishing. So these are the industry which is comes under primary industry, which produce the raw material for other businesses. It also includes the mining industry. Second level of industry is known as secondary industry. So what is a secondary industry? Secondary industry use the raw material produced by primary industry and add certain value to it and produce a finished good out of it. So it is basically a processing or manufacturing industries, just like uh, bricks industry, like construction industry, bakery, factories, FMCG industry. These comes under secondary kind of industry. The third industry is known as tertiary industry. So tertiary industry includes all the service provider service provider industry. So services like transportation, finance, utilities, education, retail, housing, medical, and other services comes under such kind of industry. Next level, on the basis of level of industry, fourth kind of industry is known as quaternary industry or the fourth industry. So what is that quaternary or fourth industry does? It creates and transfer information. So it also include research and training and development program. So often it is called information industry because for an industry to establish or to run, information is needed at every level. So the information provider industries are comes under fourth level of industry. Next and final type of industry is known as quinary industry. So it is a fifth level of industry. So it is basically a decision making or controlling industry. So this industry includes the law and order making organizations. The policies and laws are prepared under such kind of organization. So this is the fifth and final level of organization or industry. So these are the types of industry on the basis of services and products produced in the industry. Now we move on to the second part of industrial management word, which is management. So as we have discussed earlier, management is the process where one or more person coordinate the activities of other persons to achieve certain results. So management is basically an art of getting things done by others so that the organizational goal can be achieved effectively and efficiently. So when we combine these two words, we can find the uh, definition of industrial management as a whole. So now we we can see that the definition of industrial management includes it is basically a branch of engineering or management which facilitates creation of management system that integrates same with people and their activities to utilize the resources in the organization for the optimum utility or to increase the productivity of the organization. So industrial management is a structured approach to manage operational activities in the organization. Now we need to talk about what is the need or why we require industrial management in our organization. So since the industrial management is management of operational level activities, so its main aim is to ensure maximum output with minimum cost of production. To gain maximum output with minimum cost of production, the functions of management need to involve in the operational activity. Second need is to ensure that activities of different individuals are coordinated to attain common purpose of the factory or the organization. So the one of the main purpose of industrial management is to keep a watch on individuals activity so that the organizational goal can be achieved effectively and efficiently. Next importance is goods are produced and delivered on the promised date. So it also helps in keeping track that every commitment is being fulfilled within the time limit. Next is goods are manufactured in strict specification of customer order. So it also provide a ground to make standardized product for the customer or even the customized product for the customers. So according to customers order and their specification, the final product need to be matched with that specification. Next is proper accounting, reporting and controlling the operations in the factory. So it is a managerial activity, so the accounting, reporting, controlling need to be done within the industrial management. Next is to provide to prevent wastage and losses. So if you keep on track on everything related to improving quality of final product as well as the process of production, so you can find out the ways to minimize wastage and prevent losses. Next is quality product. So there is a tool in industrial management which is called statistical quality control. So with the help of this statistical quality control, we can improve the quality of product. There are various organizations which nowadays using total quality management, just in time, to improve the quality of their product and services. Next need is to utilize utilization of full capacity of factory. So one of the use of industrial management is proper utilization of all the resources of the organization so that it would not remain idle for long time, or even they could not over exhausted with the overuse of the resource. Next is to innovate new or create new ideas for enhancing the productivity of the organization. So these are the need for the industrial management in an organization. Now we talk about the scope of industrial management. So if we talk about scope, first scope is industry planning. So in industrial management, we need to study about the plant location and the plant layout. What is plant location? When you decide about where you have to establish your plant or factory, you need to do certain research around this that area, whether it is feasible for your organization or not, whether the labors are cheap there or not, whether the market is nearby or not, whether the transportation facilities are there or not. So these comes under site location. And even plant layout is also decided, so that you can minimize the movement of workers in the production unit, and as well as you can minimize the wastage and losses also. So this comes under industrial planning. Industrial organization, that includes how you arrange the resources for your organization. If your industry is located at the place where transportation cost is too high, so you need to arrange alternative uh, for the availability of raw material. Then factory management, it comes with the plant layout itself. So what kind of layout need to be done in your organization, so that it can improve and contribute towards the productivity of the overall organization and individual labors also. Material management, so there are techniques in industrial management, is known as inventory management and control. By using these techniques, there are techniques like ABC analysis, VED analysis, economic order quantity, so that you can keep a watch on all the inventories, and uh, check on the availability of inventories when the production process needed certain kind of inventory. Next is labor administration. So in industrial management, you can keep a check on labors also. What kind of labor is required for your production process, whether it is unskilled, semi skilled, or fully skilled labor. So accordingly you can arrange with that also. Then industrial control. So industrial control is covered under the topic of quality management in the industrial management, so that you can keep a control on the quality of your overall production process, as well as your end product. So these are the scope of industrial management. So in this lecture, we have studied about the concept of industrial management and need and scope of industrial management. So I hope you understand the topic. Thank you so much.